excited. I'm just so happy right now. I went from admiring our next guest from watching him work every week on TV on Whose Line Is It Anyway to actually being able to work with him on Whose Line Is It Anyway. Let's take a look.
Answer number 2. I have expensive tastes. Where would you take me on a first date?
Wait a sec. Okay, I'm ready. They say it could never happen between us. They said it's all wrong.
Please welcome Mr. Colin Mockery. That was the very first season of The L Word when the two of us kissed.
Some of my best lesbian work has been on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes. You have played a woman in many scenes, and you do great work as a woman.
Thank you. Great woman. Yes, my sisters, yes. Yes. I've kissed every man on Whose Line at least 3 times.
Yes.
Throughout the year.
Now, do you say that with pride?
I'm not sure.
Now, I have to ask you, because I think I know, because I'm an improviser and I work with you and I'm your friend, but to someone that doesn't do improv, how do you describe that feeling that comes over you when you're doing something and it's not conscious? Are you surprised by some of the things that come out of your mouth, by some of the things that you do?
Oh, there are sometimes I'll catch an episode and I'm embarrassed, I'm shocked. But, once you're out there, you're just playing with your friends and you're trying to make the scene work and you're saying whatever happens. There are times I just can't believe it's me because I'm a very shy person. Mm-hmm. No, I am. Right now, my palms are so wet, I could moisten each and every one of your hair.
But this is Hollywood. The folks pay for that.
No, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah. But, the beauty of Whose Line is you're out there with such great people that it's just such a great experience. It's like jumping out of a plane. I think it's the same kind of a feeling, although there's no physical danger.
Right, there's no death involved.
Yeah, I like that.
Hopefully. Now you just said that you were shy.
Yeah.
Growing up, did you ever see yourself as a performer, knowing that you're a shy person?
I actually wanted to become a marine biologist.
See, people laugh as soon as you say something.
People, it's a very noble profession. I was always interested in our oceans and the denizens of the deep, and I was studying all the sciences. And because I was such a shy person, a friend of mine dared me to try out for the school play. And I said, sure, all right, I'll do it. I ruined like 3 shirts just thinking about it, but I went out there. I got the part, I got my first laugh, and that was it. It was like, this is what I want to do now for the rest of my life. It's so great. And, like 50 years later, I got the chance. So it all worked out.
So how'd you get involved with Second City?
I had... Ryan Stiles and I grew up in Vancouver together, and he's sort of been a major force in my life. We started doing improv together in Vancouver, then he moved out to Toronto and joined the Second City there. I joined a few months later, and there was an opening in a touring company, so he called me and said, you got to do this. So I went and I auditioned, and the person who was auditioning us turned out years later to be my wife.
You lucky dog,
I know. It was a grueling audition process. But, it was like 3 hours, and it was down to 2 of us, and she said to me, congratulations, it was between you and the cute guy. And I wormed my way into her heart, and then we got married 2 years later.
Good story. Hey, folks, we have more of my buddy Colin as soon as we come back. honest, it's so weird interviewing you because I just said, well, Colin, welcome to the show, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, the blah, blah, blah isn't really working well.
The communication isn't happening.
It's not.
Now, what are some of your tricks? Because, we all have things that we do that if a scene isn't going well.
Yeah.
What's something that in the past that you've said, okay, well, I'm just going to do this because I know that I can pull it out?
One of my major tricks is to surround myself by wonderful people so you never have to go through that.
Right.
It's one thing. When I started out, we did a thing called theater sports, which was...
Proud member of theater sports, me too.
And one of the things I found, if a scene was dying, the way I could get it quickly back on track was to take off my pants. So, but after a while, that would get old hat. And there was actually a competition between me and my best friend to see throughout the year how many times we could take off our pants during on stage on a. It's sad now as I think about it.
Now, I brought Miley out and I talked about being a dad, but you have to see he has a 13-year-old son named Luke. And last time I spoke to Luke was big into improv and he was following in Dad's footsteps.
Yeah.
What's he doing now?
He wants to right at this moment. He wants to be a singer. He changes like from year to year. A couple of years ago, we went to Paris, and he wanted to be a surrealist, which, is every parent's dream. When we're old and not making money, you can support us with your surrealist earnings. But he loves painting. One of his favorite artists is Magritte, and we were, sitting somewhere, and he goes, "Oh, there's a couple of Magrittes." Went up and looked over, and came back and said, "Not his best work." It's like you're 11. What's your best work, buddy? But he's great. My wife and I, we just celebrated our 15th anniversary. And so... I actually just said that for the applause. And for a present, I thought, I'll make a sort of a little DVD of our life together. So it started with our wedding, and I transferred all the video, and then there was the birth of Luke, and as Luke gets older, and I was crying all the way, because I just realized it happens in an instant, and it's just like we're just hurtling towards our own death. And, which is not a good space to get into when you're making an anniversary present. But, just take every advantage of it. It's the best thing I've ever done was be involved in the making of this kid. And he is, right now, he is the best. He is such a great person, so much better at 13 than I was in college. He's a great kid, and I've always, Deb's an amazing mother, and when I've been on tour and gotten busy, she's always been there for him. And, so I just want to say, this is my advice to you, Wayne Brady, and I know you love this child, and just spend the time because it goes like that, and then you're dead. Happy birthday!
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Colin Mockery. Now, Colin's in town for a charity event with Cheryl Ladd, correct?
Yes, in Santa Barbara. Actually, Deb and I are doing a show for the Direct Relief International. It's an organization that helps developing countries that are going through problems through civil unrest or natural disasters. And
you're such a goody two-shoes.
Well, they said they're going to give me 20 cases of wine, so I'm there. It's the Santa Barbara Vintners Association is putting on this wine auction, and I'm part of the entertainment. So.
And folks, you can go to our website, WayneBradyShow.com, for Colin's charity event, and you can make sure to catch reruns of Whose Line Is It Anyway on ABC Family and Comedy Central, starring Mr. Colin Mockery. Folks, we'll be right back.